Hello, my name is Chris, and I am a sodaholic. Yes, I said sodaholic. I am addicted to soft drinks. But unfortunately, I am not alone. According to Dr. McCullough, a board-certified American College osteopathic general practitioner, and a New York Times bestseller, 9.6 billion cases of soft drinks were sold in 2008. That's a lot. 10,450 Coca-Cola products alone were consumed every second worldwide. The Coca-Cola, the soda industry is a huge industry, and Coca-Cola is 94% of the, according to Dr. McCullough's research, 94% of the world recognizes the Coca-Cola symbol. It is the second most known word in the entire world, right after OK. This is huge. But have you ever wondered how it all got started, where it all came from? The three I would like to focus on are Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Mountain Dew. But in order to understand where, like, two of these, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, are multi-billion-dollar companies. But to understand where they all got started, you have to go to the back to the late 1800s, where a man by the name of John Pemberton was working in his lab. John Pemberton was a pharmacist who worked in a local pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia. The name of the pharmacy was Jacob's Pharmacy. Coca-Cola was not the first of its kind, but it was the best. And on May 8, 1886, he created the syrup to mix with carbonated water that made Coca-Cola. and at the time he started selling it in his pharmacy, it was a huge success. And he sold it for 5 cents a cup. So his partner, another pharmacist in the pharmacy, was named Frank Robinson. He's the one that penned the name Coca-Cola based on the ingredients in Coca-Cola. He's the one that actually scripted out the word Coca-Cola, and it's the same way he scripted is the way they use it today as the emblem for their company. And the two main products in it were the coca leaf and the cola nut extract, hence the name Coca-Cola. And the urban myth was that Coca-Cola originally had cocaine in it. This is not true, but coca leaf is the same product that they do get cocaine from. But unfortunately, when John was getting older, right before he passed away, he sold the Coca-Cola to a man by the name of Asa Candler for $2,300. Now, at the time, Coca-Cola was just sold in Atlanta, Georgia. It wasn't a huge business, but Asa Candler, being the businessman that he was, saw profit. He saw a way he could make profit off of this, and started selling. And the one that started marketing and selling it as a nationwide product, and it was thanks to his business mind that it was able to become the multi-billion-dollar industry it is today. But several miles down the road in a little town called New Bern, North Carolina, another young and eager pharmacist was hard at work. And in the late summer of 1898, a man by the name of Caleb Bradham created what was called the Pepsi, the Pepsi-Cola. But at the time, it was not called that. It was called Brad's Drink. But Brad was quite the businessman, and when a lot of his drinks started selling, he realized that there was a market for sodas. And so the Pepsi-Cola was born. And on June 16, 1903, he patented the name Pepsi-Cola, and in 1903 sold 7,968 gallons of his syrup. Originally, the slogan was exhilarating, invigorating, and aids digestion. And by the end of 1910, Pepsi-Cola plants were in 24 states, and the company was selling over 100,000 gallons of their syrup. Now, the third one is Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is owned by PepsiCo, and it was created by Allie and Barney Hartman in the late 1940s. Now, Mountain Dew was originally out of Knoxville, Tennessee. It was originally a lithiated lime mixer for hard liquors. But it was named Mountain Dew after the Tennessee Mountain Moonshine. It was first sold and they sold, Allie and Barney Hartman sold it to Tri-City Bottling Company, and it was first bottled in 1954. In 1960, Bill Jones, a man that worked for Tri-City Bottling Company, changed the formula to what we now know as Mountain Dew. In 1962, Pepsi bought the franchise out and bought a franchise of it in Kinston, North Carolina, and in 1966, Pepsi bought the full ownership of Mountain Dew. Now, like I stated before, the Coca-Cola was not the first of its kind, but it was one of the most popular, and now the soft drinks have become such a huge part of our lives, and we owe it all just to a couple local pharmacists.